we're not clear on our goal, then how are we going to accomplish it? Sometimes we have an idea about what we want to do, but the idea itself is not enough. We need to get very, very specific on what it is that we want so we can go ahead and trace it back into very specific action steps. Because if we don't have this specific action step, then we don't know what to do to move forward. All we know is we have a general goal that we want to create. We may know the reason why, but that general goal, when it comes to where we're at this very moment, we'll find that it's so hard to move forward. And a person will be in their mind and they would constantly be thinking about it. They'll think about it and they constantly try to figure out, like, how can I move forward? How can I move forward? Instead of getting very specific on what it is that they really want. Usually it comes down to this. They have a few ideas, but there's this lack of confidence, a lack of confidence that it's the right choice. And when they lack the confidence, they can't fully trace back into a specific action step because they don't know if this is the right choice. Maybe it's another option or maybe it's that option. So at the end, time just starts going by. This is happening because in our body, when we feel worried, when we feel stressed, when we feel constantly pressured, our viewpoint, like the way our mind works, is it starts to shrink down. It's like we start to build these walls, these borders, and we stop being able to see through different perspectives, start to see possibility. This is because we are limited by the constraints of our mind. All of our attention is just operating in our head instead of actually spending time being present, which means we take our attention out of our mind and we place it in the present moment. We're now in the present moment when I am not focused on just like this idea or this beliefs. I can see things in different ways because I'm not constantly operating in this program that I call my sense of identity. And this might be something that you relate to. If you were to be facing the similar situation, this is what you can do. You can realize that you're not going to be able to figure this out, not at where you're at that moment. So you go ahead and just pick the best one that you think could work and just go for it. And don't care if you fail. And what happens is either you're going to move forward and you're going to find out that it was the right one, or you figure out that it was the wrong one. So without any hesitation, you pivot to that next option. And you probably gain some information by taking action. Therefore, with that information, with that feedback, you go ahead and into option 2. But you're now able to pick better between those 2 options because you gained some information. So now we never get into this place to where we're stuck. Because being stuck it's the worst thing. Not doing anything, nothing is happening. You don't get any information, you got no energy, you're just getting depressed. But when you are moving forward, even if you're moving forward and you're doing the wrong thing, what happens is you got energy behind you. You're used to taking action. Your mind is sharp, figuring things out. And even if you went the wrong path because you got that momentum, all you do is pivot. So then you pivot and then you go the right direction. And if this ain't the right direction, then you go that direction. But you see, you don't stop. You just keep going. And when you don't stop and you keep going, you get there. You get there much faster than if you were just to go ahead and sit still and try to figure things out.